And we are back again. The fellas have returned after All In weekend with call it an All In review, maybe a little bit more than that as well. I had a good weekend. Anyone wants to know? Thank you very much. Guys, how are we doing?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Good. Tired. I did the stream last night for Raw. Long day traveling and did the stream for Raw last night. Got to put my shift in. But yeah, still buzzing from the weekend. A good weekend. What about you guys?
I'm all good. Stayed up with you.
Yeah.
I modded last night. Had a bit of fun, to be fair. Bit of banter. Raw was good. But apart from that, all good, mate. All In was fantastic, which we'll get into very soon. But yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah, fun at the stream this weekend. This weekend stream was sick. I had a really fun time.
Yeah. Now Ted's getting a bin to his head.
2
more
shots
on
of
that
ban.
soon. 2 bins. We'll more on that in a minute.
Chairto.
Yeah, more on that in a minute.
Yeah, because trying to get people to get me through the table. I would like to see his try.
55 to get me with a kendo stick, mate.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get
Whoa, why do I deserve it?
Don't get a bin to the dome piece.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to stick up for him here. Why does he deserve it?
Thanks, mate.
Mister, I cheated on a quiz.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Always asleep
during
during Raw and SmackDown. 2.
You're lucky, you know. So we'll get into this now then. So on the stream on Saturday, if you weren't there, Matt decided.
What were you going to call them then? You were going to these.
You get called something then.
You're going to call them something.
Yeah. These two fill in the blank if you know me well enough. Well, no, Matt decided he wanted to get the likes on the TikTok stream up. And he
wanted to smash the record of SummerSlam. That's what I wanted.
Absolutely fair enough on that one. Aimed to be bigger and better. Did really well last night on Raw, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Got a new subscriber last night.
My thumb's hurting.
And a lot of people. But
no, it was good.
Yeah, so Matt then said, right, if you get to, I can't remember what it was, K likes.
We get 60k likes. We'll get 50k likes. We'll get a bin to the head for Ted. And then if we can get over 50k, we'll smash the record. We'll smash the record for the streams.
So then Matt, a little bit later on, Matt went for a wee and we're getting close. And did something intense.
No. My sisters came into the chat and told me my tea was ready.
No, it wasn't your tea. It was later than that.
Oh, was it?
Later than that.
Yeah, it was later than that.
It was when you got up and just did something in your room.
No spread.
Ted then said, if we get to, he went a little bit lower. If you get lower, like, I'll hit Matt with a kendo stick. And then told Matt when he came back. And then they devised between the two of them. Then they got 75k likes. They were somehow going to put.
We weren't getting. That's why I put 75k because we weren't getting there.
Yeah. Even Matt's not that stupid. Try that because it would have been like a double suplex for both of them through the table. Right, how you doing with him? Yeah, he ain't lifting me up. He's knee height.
I'd be scared of hurting your legs, to be fair.
Yeah, fair, yeah. No, they're all right. So last night I got my own revenge. I set a nice low target, a 25k, and they both were getting bins. They're both getting bins. I even give the chat the option, if I get 25k, they can be picked. You can either have bins I'll take you out with bins, or I put you in a bin, and then I hit you with a kendo stick while you're in the bin.
But then...
Wait!
Because Ted didn't show up again to mod.
It got changed from both of them get hit in the bins to Ted getting another bin.
No.
Modding and live streaming. I am putting my body through the line for this.
So, as you said on stream, well, both of you did, if you're not there, you can't defend yourself.
Yeah. To be fair, we did say that.
Somebody watches the stream back all the way through, doesn't it?
So you're getting a bin chairto, mate. But I did say this is the bin you were going to get in with. Hang on. So I said you'll get it with a bin like this. It's a small plastic bin, nothing much. Won't even hurt. John won't let me do that.
No, I am going to B&Q. We're getting the tin bins, mate. Sorry,
You get what bins?
the proper WWE, AEW, TNA metal bins.
The ones that are dead flimsy that you can
And-
you know
and
like the celebration tin lid.
Yeah.
Yourself with that like that.
Yeah, and just so Corey Graves doesn't put a tweet out about it, I won't hit you in the head with it.
Yeah. It's only fair.
Actually, guys.
I tell you what, I'll give you an alternate now, Ted. Okay, I put this out last night, and Matt would love to see it. You can choose. You can have the bin toe, or the bin over the top, and the big guy drop kicks you.
Santa Claus.
Hmm.
John Santa Claus drop kicking you? Or do you want a Binchetto?
The pin
It's fair, either way.
Actually, no. Actually, we can't risk the drop kick because just on the off chance you hit me in the chest.
Yeah, I thought that last night.
Yeah,
I did say that to you last night.
That's why he's give the option.
Yeah. It's either Binchetto.
It's nice that he's given option though.
Yes. And they've got
things we do for you people at home.
And they are fresh bins, right?
Yeah, they're going to be brand new ones from B&Q. They're going to have dirt in them around.
That's fine. That's cool.
No. But on next stream, I'm on an all out. The target will be 25k, and we put Ted inside a chair, inside a case, and pour concrete in him, like Paul Bearer.
No.
What an idea.
No.
Yep.
Dubs in the chat.
Sorry, 25k. Sorry, Ted. That's not
5k. Sorry, 5k.
5k likes, and we did
a concrete crit match with Ted in concrete.
By the way, we're joking. We're not going to bury Ted in concrete.
Oh, I thought being serious.
No, just concrete boots into the River Mersey, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. Dirty in there as well. Minging.
Yeah. But yeah, so look out for that. Ted's getting hit with a bin.
I'm not sure when we're going to do this, but it is a future.
What we should have done is done it at WrestleMania weekend, but we can't because you're not here. So we'll do it at Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it here as well. We can do it at my garden, so it's in a nice area that we're not going to get people phoning the police on us because we're swatting you with a bin.
Imagine the police coming to the door.
I said to Matt last night, we will do like a subathon at some point down the lines on both the systems, and we'll have all things like that put in. But I'm game. I'm happy if we get enough challenges set. So you've got your chair, you're getting binned.
Yep,
you're getting binned.
Yeah. So the next stream is like if we reach, so we now 50k likes is the target. If we beat 50k likes, me and Matt will take something on the next one.
Like a remote control on the head or something like that.
Yeah,
Pokemon card to the neck or something. Yeah.
And Zoe did remind me as well when you was toying with the idea, put me through the table. I've already gone through one on my own choice, on my own accord. It hurt, but I got over it. It's fine. I'm not joking.
No,
I went through a ping pong table. It's not that bad.
I've been hit over the head with a skateboard.
Yeah, I've had that. I didn't remember
that's fucking when I played backyard wrestling with my mate once. That fucking hurt.
But yeah, the legs didn't work one night, and I fell through the coffee table here. So
it was last night that after row.
No. I've just had to replace this table, so it wasn't last night.
Oh, okay.
It was a few weeks ago. Anyway, back to the recording. Let's get the pleasantries out of the way. Only one of us is actually wearing a shirt this week.
Yeah.
So, as you can see above, we are affiliated with EUROSHOP. How long this lasts for now, I don't know. We are affiliated with them. I have got a reason for my shirt this week. I did have it on last night for anybody who's come and watched it. It's like, John will do that on the live stream. I literally put it on for the live stream last night when I got in from my travelling back. I just put some shorts on, was chilling. I put top on, did the live stream, so it's been on for like 3 hours, and I've put it back on this morning. But yeah, Ted, take it away on the affiliation stuff, mate, because you are the only one wearing a shirt.
Yes, so if you click the link above, it's going to send you to the to the Euro store for WWE through Fanatics. You then spend your money, we get a little bit back, and then we're going to give that back to you guys as and when we can. By a giveaway for subscribers only. And I've got a nice John Cena shirt that I definitely haven't been waiting over a month for, and definitely am not angry about it at all. And I'm still waiting for other things. I am still waiting for some other things to be delivered.
Yeah, which show was your John Cena hat and towel, mate?
Oh wait, let me go. Oh no, it doesn't come for another couple of weeks.
Let me show you my WWE. Oh no, it's not come still for 2 years.
Oh,
it's still
you lying bastard! But no, all joking aside, as Ted just said there, yes, we are affiliated with them. We do get a little bit back when you buy a little something from them, and we do aim once it hits a certain point, we're going to give something back. Do you know what? I think if we set a nice little goal, like the new 2K game comes out in March, April time, May time.
Yeah.
If we have enough, we'll buy a copy of the winner's choice for the new 2K game for them.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Sounds like a decent one.
Whatever platform you want it on, PC,
Yeah,
PlayStation, Xbox, whatever it is.
yeah, Xbox, PlayStation. I don't know if it does on Switch no more. Or
whatever
your console is. Whenever your console is, the winner will get the pick, and we'll buy a digital. We'll send you the code.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll do with the money there. But yeah, you've got to be a subscriber. That will be the downfall. And also, the subscribers will be included from TikTok. So if you want to subscribe and put double chances in, jump across to the next live and subscribe. It does cost £3. It's Keith Lee tier. We're staying at the Keith Lee tier, £3. But there's going to be some exclusive content coming across there as well.
But when you do your first subscription, it's something like, is it 20% off?
Yeah, £2 something, £2.70.
£2.69 or something, yeah.
I did have an idea as well for stream subscribers content. We might do a subscriber only live stream of our recordings.
Well, so they can watch us doing this?
Yeah, so they get to see the full unedited version. Because once we get to a point, there's going to be heavily edited. There's going to be jokes cut out. There's going to be moments where Matt's going to be literally like, oh my God, how many hours am I spending editing this video tonight? So on TikTok, we'll see how we go, subscriber only stream where you get to see the full unedited version of this live.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that, get across. You can subscribe now while we're not even online. So if you want to get across to subscriptions, we appreciate it. But yeah, back to the affiliation. Yeah, if you want to buy anything, it'll browse. Use our link. You get the same discounts that are on the WWE website or the EuroShop's website. We haven't got our own code yet. But yeah, you help us out. But let's get into it. Where we're going?
All in.
All into it. Let's go.
Today is literally all about All In. We gave a full video after WrestleMania about WrestleMania. So it's only fair and only right that we give the full video this time about All In. We obviously got top 5 coming later. Don't worry about that, it's still coming. But All In.
All in, baby.
All in. But before we do, Ted wants a rant. So we'll get the rant out of the way, and then we can talk about.
Let's get the negativity potential. I don't say it's negative, Ted, not at all. But let's get the moaning groans out of the way, and then we'll talk about the good stuff.
So this weekend was an amazing weekend for AEW. Another great weekend, great attendance, as say for the pay-per-view. And all I've seen online is negativity about attendance numbers, and it's like, why are you coming to these shows if this is what you want to talk about? So what a lot of people don't always forget is AEW has been going for 5 years. That's it. This is year 5 since the inaugural year back in 2019. So what I decided to do is all you WWE guys, all you people that can't like 2 products, that you've got to stick to one. So in the first 4 years, if the first 5 years of WrestleMania, AEW's 2 big shows have outsold WrestleMania across the board. And do I know something? That doesn't matter a fucking difference. It doesn't really matter. just enjoy wrestling for wrestling, man. Like, so that's my big rant. I was gonna do a massive deal about it, and I have got figures and facts, and it's just, but it's a pointless. It's the comparison's pointless. They're a 5-year-old company that's just done a 53,000 show at Wembley. See, that's an immense achievement. And last year, 72,000 seats. I know it was 81 and it got bumped up, but we've now got the real figures. But still, there's just a great achievement for a wrestling promotion. If these promotions don't do well, and if you staying like if everyone's segregated like they are, if AEW go under, we know WWE just takes the foot off the pedal and we get shit content again. So that's what's going to happen. So you just need to get off your high horse and fucking enjoy wrestling for what wrestling is.
I will throw something on the other side of that, though.
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with you, by the way. I think it's fucking stupid. I say it all the time. Wrestling fans are knobheads. Certain people in AEW don't help themselves.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And WWE, to be fair, and WWE side don't help themselves.
It's both ways. There's people that... It's absolutely... I get what you mean. For me, what people need to remember, and I've been to, in the last 2 years, follows, I've been to both of the company's events in the last 2 to 3 years. I'll go to any wrestling show. And I'm sure the fellas would, if they can afford it. If you bring us a UK show, we're going to go. All In, I've absolutely enjoyed this weekend. We're going to talk about it a bit more soon. But you got to bear that in mind. We are in the UK. This product that we all enjoy is predominantly a US based product. We get maybe Raw and SmackDown once or twice a year, depending on whatever else they've planned in. We might get Clash, we might get the odd pay-per-view. All In, it's been 2 years in a row. We're getting Forbidden Door next year. We're getting wrestling in the UK from 2 massive companies. Granted, one of them is a mega company. It's been around for absolute donkeys now. One is still, it's a 5-year-old. I mean, you've got a 5-year-old kid. They ain't doing much in their first 5 years. They can barely read. Enjoy the wrestling. Enjoy coming to the UK, whether it's AEW, it's WWE, TNA. They may one day start coming back to the UK. I think they did, didn't they? Not that long ago.
Yeah.
If you enjoy wrestling, go watch them.
Yeah.
Don't be bothered about the numbers. Don't be one of them people that pay a ticket price, an expensive ticket price sometimes, to go in and take pictures of the tops before anybody else got in and go, oh, this stadium's not going to look well on TV. Don't. My only gripe with the whole tickets and attendance and stuff like that is ticket prices now.
Yeah.
And it is, and it's not me having a dig because I've been to them, I've paid it. But WWE's ticket prices compared to AEW's ticket prices at the moment are way off. Are way off. You could have picked a cheap ticket up this weekend. No, even that, you could have got a free ticket if you knew somebody within the public sector at a blue light card. You could have got free tickets this weekend. Granted, it's probably a ploy to fill the stadium out, but it's still an option.
Mm-hmm.
WWE, I don't believe they do that.
Nope.
If anybody has looked in the UK at the prices of the live events that's coming up in October, November time, especially in Manchester, at the Co-op Arena, this is a live event. This is a house show. They want £100+ for a ticket. I went to a live event last year and paid £50 each, and I was sat right next to the entranceway. Don't get me wrong, AEW will probably start hiking the prices up, but it's like any sport. You're going to lose your fanship. I'm not going to the live event because I can't justify paying £100 for a live event. But then Clash of the Castle, what was that? Like 200 and something quid?
Yeah.
For
a quick turnaround from when they told us about it. £76 is the cheapest one at the moment for the co-op.
76. I go with a wife. That's 140 quid for a live event.
Yeah. But that's resale. The one underneath it is 87.
Yeah.
Normal.
I paid 160 for All In. For both of us. Granted, hotels, travel, stuff like that. Yeah. I paid 160 for All In. That's my only gripe. Well, not my only gripe. My big gripe. Go on, mate.
So for the price that you're going to this live event, I paid, I think it was like 75 quid a ticket for when I went to New York. So when I went to Mania in New York. Fair enough, I were in the gods. But yeah, so I paid like 75 quid for a ticket.
It bugs me, mate. My gripe is, and unfortunately, it is with WWE at the moment. And I say AEW will probably follow suit at some point. Is you could buy a ticket to one of the US shows and it will be $50-$60. Yeah, you might be sitting in the nosebleeds, but you're still there. As soon as they put the UK at the end of that show, that ticket price is trebled, quadrupled. It's almost like they know they've got the fan base over here, but they want to try and make it harder for the people to turn up so they go, well, it's not worth us coming over because we're only filling half stadiums or half arenas or whatever. Put the ticket prices to a reasonable price and you will absolutely fill it. I have no doubt in my mind if WWE put WrestleMania on Wembley 2 nights, reasonably priced tickets, it's a sellout. It's going to break any numbers that WWE have ever set in America. Ever set.
Yeah.
2 nights. What, 74, 75,000? You're talking 150,000 people over 2 nights. They ain't beating that back in America.
No.
Not a chance.
That.
You know, I'll go back to it, the price thing, and I'm sorry for taking it away. It's like when a football club wants to pay for an English player. Jack Grealish, 110 mil.
Absolutely.
You put the English tax on it, it fucking shoots up.
And then I touched on the stream last night. I believe they advertised last night that in the local area to this bash in Berlin, you can watch the show free on TV.
Yeah.
Don't do that when they come to the UK. You don't get it free to air in the UK. You've got to pay your pay-per-view prices or you pay for the network. There's a lot of things. And I'm not saying that they're anti-UK. Absolutely not. Because they've been coming here for years to bring us shows, to start and bring us pay-per-views. I just think that they always seem to look for a reason to charge us more.
Yeah.
And it's quite annoying as a fan. Like, I probably would have went to Clash if it was a bit cheaper.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's a 4 or 5 hour drive there and back. I could have probably done that in the day. Been knackered, like, but could have done it. All at Forbidden Door. I'll have a look at ticket prices depending on where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap enough, I'll go. Wherever WWE announced in UK next year, I'll probably end up there. The right price, though. That's my gripe. And yeah, and obviously the big one, we've talked about it many times before. Don't go to an event just to take a picture of the tarp.
Yeah.
If you're not interested in the product, don't buy a ticket. Don't go.
Right, I'll stop going.
Yeah. You know what I mean? All you're doing there is you're paying the price to walk in, take a picture of the tarp, and then sit there because you've paid for the ticket. And you just want reactions online. And I'm talking to that person that went in before literally as the gates open, ran down to his seat on the floor, took a picture of the tarp before anybody got in the stadium.
Yeah.
The queues were massive. I got in just before the first pre-show match. Literally just before the pre-show match, and I was there early. So, right, that's the rant over. Let's get into the good stuff. All In weekend. How good was it?
Even my pay-per-view of the year up till now.
Right.
He's trying to bite here, guys. I'm not biting.
No. It was fantastic. I said it last night, and I said it on the day. Like, for me, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. It's on par with WrestleMania. It just is. I wasn't bored. The only time I was bored was Britt and Mercedes, but that was only till a certain point in the match, and then it started getting interesting. So I enjoyed it all the way through. I really did. I was thoroughly entertained.
It was a really good show, top to bottom. There are a few down points, which I'm sure will bring up, but overall, what a show from start to finish.
Obviously, I was in there. Great atmosphere in the stadium all night. Great the whole weekend. The people around it. It was a really good come together of wrestling fans in the area. A lot of people said that online. Excuse me. You know, I was having chats about all different people. Did meet a few stars again. Didn't meet nowhere near as many as I did last year, but I did meet a couple. Saraya, Jack Perry. Saraya being the highlight of the weekend for me. Matches were great. I have one niggle about the stadium, and it's not even the product, it's the stadium lighting. It was a big strobe light in front of my screen, so I couldn't see the screen. So anything happened outside the ring, I missed till last night. That's my only gripe. But and I know a few people have had moaned about views and stuff. But no, it's good. Let's get into the matches. So
we opened with that
we opened
weird
0 hour or just straight into
Well,
the main event.
we didn't watch the first match in 0 hour because we were having issues. We watched. Well, we say we watched. We were still having issues, but the Willow match and then the one after we didn't take notice in either.
Yeah,
well, I didn't anyway. I don't know if Ted did.
Start from the top of the show then. So the first match of the night was the
Trios
fatal 4-way for ladder match for the Trios title. We had the House of Black, the Bang Bang Gang, the Patriarch,
and Pac and
Blackpool Combat Club.
Yes, Pac, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, there we go.
What did you
What
think?
the fuck were the ladders about?
Yeah, the ladders were just tiny.
What the fuck were the ladders? I thought we were having a WLC match.
Yeah.
So in the stadium, where I was sat, I couldn't see that. They looked like normal ladders to me. And then I watched it back last night because I watched the stream back on the way home. And you were both saying about the ladders. And I'm like, what are you doing about? And I seen it last night. Yeah, them ladders were stupid, man. The belts were really low down as well. They were really, really low down. I don't know if that's to do with the structure and whatnot. But yeah, the belts were really low down. What do you think of the actual match, though? What's your views?
It was really good. It was really well paced. Pac looked really good. Got his moves in. I'm really disappointed that Mother Wayne wasn't the third competitor, and Killswitch was in there unofficially as a he weren't the champ.
He took a bump. Did she take a bump in the end?
Yeah. She went through the table, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did mention when Nick Wayne was signing something on Saturday for somebody who was in the earshot of me, and I did say, I wonder if it's Mother Wayne in the match, and he did smile. Didn't say anything, he just smiled as he was signing this kid's.
I'm blaming Nick Wayne for Christian and Killswitch losing that. Yeah. He was outside taunting towards the end when he could have just got in the ring.
I blame Christian because Christian should have let Luchasaurus or Killswitch go.
I blame Nick Wayne. Father Christian wouldn't do that.
But it was a great match. I watched it back last night. Big Brody King put on an absolute performance. That man is brilliant. Aleister Black looked really well in it. Buddy did really well as well. I don't normally like Buddy. He did well. Bang Bang Gang, they just looked the guns anyway. They looked really good. I didn't see much of Juice in the match as such. The guns did a lot. They put on a good performance. Christian running off.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Was. And then
to the back.
Then the winners were the makeshift team of Claudio.
Well,
Wheeler.
We know why it was that.
Yeah, so I was going to say, because I know you mentioned on it, like, why would you book this? But it was meant to be Pac and the Lucha Bros, the Death Triangles to win. I also think it's just maybe the beginning of the end of the Blackpool Combat Club, because obviously we'll talk about him a little bit more, Daniel Bryan and stuff, what Mox does when he comes back. Is this the beginning, and have they made this little trio that and hopefully going to work with the three of them, because they all do deserve more TV time. But yeah, Pac was brilliant. Claudio, so good to be in the arena and see Claudio do a Claudio swing. I mean, one of these ones in the Claudio. But no, it was good.
He swung Juice around 20 times. It felt like 20 anyway. He was going for fucking ages.
I know my arm nearly fell off, mate. I was going with him.
Whoa. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and the right people won in my eyes.
Now I know why. Yes, Matt's face says otherwise.
No.
Go on, Matt.
Why did the right people win?
Just for the feel-good moment, everyone with the belts at the end.
You might as well just kept on the patriarchy.
No,
give it to Bang Bang Gang.
I
They're
would have
the
took the
ones
Bam
that
Bam Gang.
they're the ones who got screwed out of it.
I think the right people won because I'm hoping they do something with the three of them. That's my ideal of it. They do
Impact
something
Impact
with the
take
three.
time off after All Out again.
No.
No.
This time.
He missed a lot of last year, so I think he's going to stay in a lot this year. He was off. He was injured before All In last year, and he was gone for ages because of injury.
Didn't he wrestle
so,
at All In last? Oh no, he
No.
didn't. Yeah, no, I remember us talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he's back. I hope they do something to build a new trio with these three. If that's the end of the Blackpool Combat Club, what is Claudio and Wheeler you going to do? Wrestle Ring of Honor every week. So it gives them something else to do. I do like it. And then we went into memory.
Tony
Yeah,
Storm, Mariah May.
Hook and
Tony
Jericho.
Storm, Mariah May.
Tony Storm.
I was trying to think, was it Fozzy set? Because I remember watching Fozzy set up in the middle of a match. And I'm trying to remember which match I was watching Fozzy set up on. Yeah, Mariah May, Tony Storm. Time was Tony Storm against Mariah May. The Glamour. She's calling herself now the Glamorous, so the Glamour. Mariah May. For the AEW Women's World Championship. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. It was a good match, good storytelling. We always say AEW storytelling ain't great. This was one that has been going on for 4 or 5 months, slowly building, and then it hit after the Owen Hart tournament. Right person won.
100%.
Time to give it to Toni Storm's done her stint. It's time to give it to someone new. Let her run with it. It doesn't work, then you've got backup in front of Rosa or whatever, or Britt Baker. But no, I'm happy with it. The match was good, and I was invested. And you know me with Toni Storm, I don't get invested in her because I just think it's cringe and winds me up. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
No, it was a good one. I enjoyed it. Normally, this is one of the ones I'd tune out and nip for a wee, or if I'm there, get some food. I didn't. Glued into it, bought into it. I didn't realise Mariah May slapped her own mum until I watched it back last night.
Yeah.
I thought that was Toni Storm's mum. Obviously, you don't.
Was it not?
No, it was
No,
Mariah May's own mum.
She slapped her own mum.
Yeah.
What for?
Because she's a bitch.
Yeah, it weren't ever really explained.
She just on one, weren't she? She just went on one. And then
because Toni Storm hugged her, so I thought it was Toni Storm's
No,
one.
that's it. That's it, mate. That's the same thing I thought in the arena. Yeah. She just cracked her own mum.
I'm on bang.
Great storytelling. I think Mariah May put on a really good performance. Showed what she can do fully because she's not really showed of full capability. I don't think Timeless Toni Storm. I don't think that's the end of that gimmick. I think they repackage it now in a different way. So maybe bring her up in the era. So she's now in colour in like maybe 1920s there. Bring her up to like the 40s or something like that and change her dress sense and stuff like that and work that way. Toni Storm was brilliant. This was my favourite out of 2 women's matches. Or 3 women's matches in theory.
I really enjoyed before the match as well. I don't know if you saw in the stadium. Her outside the original Wembley. It was like a picture of her and with the old Wembley Towers, which made me chuckle. I'd say that were a really good touch.
Well, yeah, that was good. What next then? Who's next?
Mariah.
Right, either both of them. Who's next?
I said this about Toni. What do you do with Toni now? Where do you move her to?
I reckon Toni goes to AEW with Mercedes Moné. Or Britt Baker, because we've not got there yet. So if you don't watch them, no spoilers yet.
Mariah May you can put with anyone because she's new.
Jamie Hayter potentially.
She's a new champion. You can put. I think Jamie Hayter is probably going to do the Saraya thing.
We'll get that worked up. But then I think I think Jamie Hayter will have title back around the waist again shortly, whether it be the TBS or the AEW Women's one. I would like to see Statlander and Mariah May go at it for a bit.
Because this Willow feud needs to die. Like it needs
that means
to
turning
end.
one of them babyface, doesn't it? So then because you've got a heel versus heel, you need a babyface. Probably Willow.
Or work Willow into it. I think for the Chris Statlander Willow thing, I think Saturday killed it. That was the death start for me. If it goes on any longer, you
We're
Flogging
getting
dead horse.
it all out. It's already been announced for the CMLL Women's Championship. That Willow won on Friday.
Willow's going to retain that then, isn't she? But no, I think with Tony Storm myself, I'd move her up a few decades, keep the gimmick of her an old fashioned stuff like that, move her up a few decades, change the way she dresses, do that sort of thing.
One of the best gimmicks in the last 10 years, John, would you say?
I've seen that, absolutely fucking not.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think it is.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Thank you
not.
10 million times. Thank you.
So
if we're talking all of wrestling in general, mate, right? So in the last 10 years, there's one person he's briefly touched on you, Bray. Bray's had 3 gimmicks of his own better than that. The Fiend, Fireflies, and Bray Wyatt.
Brody Lee.
Malachi Black.
Yep.
Finn and his demons.
Yes, 6.
Taker.
No, he's been going for years.
It still counts,
did we not have the Boneyard Taker at Mania in the last 10 years?
Well, no, it's just the same old Undertaker.
But it's still a gimmick.
Still a gimmick.
Still one of the best gimmicks ever in wrestling.
Yeah, all right, then we're going.
All right, okay. I'll take that one out. So I've got another couple. The Young Bucks rebranding every time they change their gimmick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is about 3 since AEW. That's 9 I'm at from your 6 you're counting on. Jack Perry. There we go. That's 10 already.
Yeah, and if you really wanted to go, what were we in 2014?
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. 2 changes. Heel face.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Now you've said these names straight off.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying on the stream now, but you know what? He needs you to say it, John.
Don't get me wrong. It's been a really good gimmick. It's been really
great.
Good.
I didn't deny it had been great. I just said it wasn't one of the best.
You said Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, he will always shout. Mate, you're gonna have to learn this. Whenever there's a conversation about women wrestling, he's gonna shout Shayna Baszler. It's his woman. All right, that's his girl.
Shayna Baszler, she deserves more than what she's fucking got.
100%.
But I was looking for a nibble with that one. But my point proves. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great gimmick.
It's a fantastic gimmick, but it's not one of the best.
I won't say top 10 in the last 10 years. Absolutely not. If you sat and
if I could really think about it, I'd probably go for a few more as well.
Yeah. If you made me sit and have give me a week or so to brute over, I could probably rattle 20, 30 more gimmicks better than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good. So then we went into
QETC. Sorry.
Yeah. And then we went into
fucking Jericho next, wasn't it?
Jericho and Hook. Massively underwhelmed by Jericho's entrance. I was so annoyed we didn't get Judas. Do it wrong. Love Fozzy. Been to see them live.
Sane's a mint tune. I love Sane.
It's good, but give me Judas. If you're going to bring Fozzy out, give us something the crowd will sing along with.
I forgot all about that until they started playing. I'm like, oh shit, it's not Judas. It's Sane.
Everybody around me was like, what's this song? Oh, what is it? I don't know. And then obviously Hook grabbed us all by the shorts and curlies. Then he dropped it in Taz's heartbeats. Blasted.
I went
devil.
Shit. And then oh no, it's just.
I was like, so I was obviously in the little split second. I was like, oh, it's Hook now, and then she went boom boom. It's like Taz's music.
Yeah.
And then he dropped an Action Monster, which I absolutely love as well. But I thought this was an entertaining match. I don't want to say it was good or great. It was entertainment. That's what it was there for. Entertainment value. Obviously, Jericho
and with the cricket balls, I thought was fucking mint.
Yeah.
So when we were watching, obviously from where we sat, we could just see these balls drop out the bag. And me and Zoe put two together and got 5 and thought they were apples because of the bad apple.
If you watch the stream back, I went, no way, them apples, Carlito's debut.
Yeah.
No way.
So we were like, oh, they're apples. And obviously when I watched it back last night, it was like the cricket balls. I was like, right. And then, then Hook starts smacking
hurt
the
them.
cricket bat. Oh, they absolutely do. I used to play cricket. They absolutely do. But then he starts swatting him at him with the bat and misses him, so he just starts launching him, and he hits him in the ankle. There's one that hits Jarrett on the ankle and genuinely hurts him. But yeah, Cass and Brian Keith and Jericho just going to beat down pretty much all match with him. Hook does get the upper hand a few times. One of my favourite moments of the night, though, and when I watched it back last night, it made it better because I heard what he said. Big Taz got pissed off for them taking the mick out of him and taking liberties, so he took it into his own hands and Taz missioned Brian Keith.
Yeah.
And Hook took the win.
Hook did it as well.
Absolutely brilliant bit of nostalgia there. I did see Taz this weekend. I think he walked past me in Japan. But yeah, that was great. It was an entertaining match. Nothing more than that for me. What did you guys think of it?
Yeah, same. Yeah, same. Exactly. It was lovely. That father-son red rum at the end were amazing, or whatever they call it. Now it's not the Taz mission, is it? Is it red rum?
It's red rum. I think that's his red rum move, isn't it? The murder move.
Yeah.
I'll have to start next time as well. But I'm hoping now Hook moves up. It's time for Hook to go for TNT title.
Because we're unfinished business with him and Jack.
Yeah, that's it. I think we're not done with Jack and Darby. I'm just going to talk about that a little bit more. I think that'll finish soon, though, and then the next one's going to be Hook for me.
Agreed.
Give Hook the title.
Yeah, we'll go on to later what I think, but yeah.
Then we were in the, if I'm right now, that's Casino Battle Royale.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Pull the card up.
Wait a minute.
I've got the card up in front of me. It went Young Bucks. Oh wait, Young Bucks.
Yeah, it was a tag match.
Oh yeah, the triple threat tag match. Young Bucks, FTR, the Acclaimed.
You had a Maria.
Yes, right. Okay. Let me get it out. The prediction video will come out on Saturday. You'll see the scores. I didn't back my boys. I went with head over heart. Kicked myself, said it in the arena. Why have I not backed my boys? I know me back.
I backed your boys.
I know me. It's like you and Roman, you guarantee you're picking them no matter who they're facing. But I went with my head and my heart.
It works though, didn't it? For the 2 years.
Yeah. And yeah, I did kick myself. But yeah, the match for me, it was better watching it on TV, that match, than it was in the stadium.
I bet.
Because watching Young Bucks and FTR and the Acclaim, a lot of the stuff is done with how they look in the matches and the faces and stuff. Great match to watch still, but it was better last night when I rewatched it back. Great showing by the Acclaimed. Very good showing. Yeah. Obviously, we know how good the Young Bucks and FTR and the Acclaimed just showed they are there to hang with the best of the best. Their entrance was great, by the way. Everybody in the stadium was singing "Scissor Me, Daddy."
Oh, scissor me, Daddy.
Ooh.
But yeah, it was a good match. Obviously, the Bucks did another English-British themed entrance, being the Sgt. Pepper's cover of special ring announcement as well.
Oh mate, that was hilarious. They're just as bright as the personalities. I was in tears.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, FTR
they come out with a serious face on with them as well. I love them at the moment. The Bucks, I think they're sick.
Absolutely great. FTR come out with tracksuits on, and obviously we had Caster dropping a very good, very entertaining rap for once. I normally can't be arsed with him.
I hate his Tash. I hate Tash.
Everybody's growing Tash. The Bucks have Tashes. Hangman had a Tash. Dom's got a Tash.
I mean, Dom's because of his dad.
Dom's made the Tash cool, and now everybody thinks, well, I'm going to get over by growing a Tash.
It's because of his dad, Eddie. That's all it is.
It's his his genetics. He can't. Dom shaves that off every day. It grows straight back.
Yeah. And when he does it, he says, "I love you, Dad."
Yeah.
And then looks at a picture of Eddie.
Yeah. I enjoyed this match. It was one of the matches I was looking forward to this weekend massively.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on it?
It's a great match, but it was great. Like you said, the Acclaimed really showed that they're there that they are in the top 3 tag teams in AEW. Obviously the inclusion of Daddy Ass in there as well, and Young Bucks getting the win was the right thing to do. I said it with a prediction. It just carry on pissing people off. I think it's perfect the way they're doing it. There's no need to change the titles just yet. Keep it on them. Keep pissing people off. That's your character. Do it. Don't worry about what other people think. You do what you think the story needs, and that's what the story needs. It's like Okada with the internet. Is it the international he's got? I get mixed up with the fucking titles. Okada's title. Now Jack Perry's got the TNT. Like, just keep them all on news and don't fucking change them.
Yeah,
go on, Ted.
Yeah, don't let the fans trying to swerve that decision. They need to keep those titles because it makes it. It's just funny watching everyone kick off about it. It's great. It's just they're in the right place, definitely, 100%.
That's the idea of it, innit? They were getting booed because of what happened with him that I'm not naming in this stream today. Actually, I might later on. When we talk about our top 5s, they're getting so much grief because of all that. That they are the he didn't do nothing wrong. It's always them. So they've took that grief they were getting anyway, run with it, made it into a character and living it and doing some best work that they've probably done. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Obviously, Matt said the Bucks came out on top. Then it's the Casino Battle Royale.
We had the grizzled young veterans come out at the end of the match.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Exactly. Nobody really cares. So then we move on to the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Do we care? Do we? Honestly?
I do. But
really?
Yeah.
Honestly? You want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Don't give a shit.
Same.
I really couldn't give a shit, mate. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away that they are probably a good tag team. But I believe AEW's got enough tag teams right now that they could work with before working with them. Yep. And that's not taking anything out. Don't get me wrong, every wrestler deserves really, TV time if he's good enough, stuff like that. But like Top Flight, give them something. Let's work with Top Flight for a bit.
Sorry, you just reminded me of something with Top Flight. When have we started dressing them up like pilots? See, why is that a thing?
That was a tester this week. See how that went down. I feel like that was like their WrestleMania entrance sort of gear.
See how it go on.
See how it goes down. You've got obviously like Wheeler. Go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, but I didn't care about him in NXT, and they didn't get used properly in NXT, like as in Schism NXT. I didn't care about him in there. Grizzly Older Veterans NXT UK, fantastic. I enjoyed the work. But if you were to ask me, would I rather see FTR, Young Bucks and... Oh, well, yeah, because they attacked FTR, didn't they? So FTR versus Top Flight. I've never watched Top Flight. So I'd like to see something with Top Flight. I think that would be more intriguing rather than seeing Grizzly Young Veterans versus FTR.
I think Grizzly Young Vets would have done better doing a run in TNA for a while first.
Well, they did, didn't they?
Because if they had debuted at All Out next week, they wouldn't have got the reaction they got this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
They only got that reaction because of who they are. I couldn't care for them. For me, we've got 2 out of the 4 best tag teams of all time in AEW. Obviously, if you want to go into deep history, there's more. But in modern history, 2 of the 4 best tag teams in the world right now are in AEW. Have them work with some of the younger up and coming talent instead of bringing through people that they've had their chance, didn't get over. Don't be wrong. I'm open for them to change my opinion on them. I will absolutely go in open eyes, but right now I couldn't care less. And I forgot that they actually turned up, and I watched it back again last night.
Says it all.
Yeah, it does.
Speaking of says it all, Gauntlet Battle Royal.
Right, so I feel this one, after watching the live stream back, there might be a bit of a debate on this one. But go, take it away, guys.
Well, I'll start. The Battle Royal for me was wasted with the winner, who it was, with Christian. if you got Gauntlet Battle Royal on, we didn't even know what the fucking rules were, to be fair.
It wasn't explained in the stadium either.
Yeah, not one bit. Justin Roberts.
I thought it was all the top rope because Zoe said to me, "How's this?" I was like, "It's gonna be like a little mini Royal Rumble."
Well, that's what I said to Ted on the stream. I was like, "Is this a Rumble?" And he was like, "I think so." And then someone went, Cassidy went over the top rope, and we went, "Well, it's not that." It could have been used to build someone up. You know, we get the Money in the Bank, and we always say, the Royal Rumble, and we say someone who's ready or who needs a chance deserves to win that and go from there. That's what it should be used for. If that's what they're going to do at WrestleMania, that's what they do, right? My personal opinion. And all this section is my personal opinion, by the way. So if you don't like it, fuck off.
Should we run through the entrance first before you go into your? Because it'd make more sense if we run through. So we open with Orange Cassidy, Okada.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the list here.
Then
McGuinness
came out. So Nigel McGuinness made a return. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a second.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Ted.
Don't get too excited when I say this name. Zack Sabre Jr. He's come again. Fucking hell. Roderick Strong. Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
Adam Page.
Leo Rush.
Jeff Jarrett. Ricochet.
Were Leo in there?
No, Leo went in there.
Ricochet. Christian. And then Kill Switch.
So obviously the debut of Ricochet as well. I don't know that. But yeah, so that was the entrance. But yeah, mate, carry on with what you're saying there. So,
no, I ain't got an issue with people debuting in it. I ain't got an issue with people returning in it. No issues with stuff like that. I kind of, it's like the Rumble. I like it. It's a nice little thing to have. Get the pop or whatever. No issues whatsoever. We'll talk about Jeff Jarrett first, because this is fucking stupid. It's time for Jeff Jarrett to say bye-bye and retire and stay in the back. It's time. Who cares about Jeff Jarrett? But honestly, if you were to sit there and tell me that you care about Jeff Jarrett in 2024, then you need to go and watch TNA back in 2002 onwards and go and relive his glory days, because they're done. It's finished. No one cares about Jeff Jarrett. WWE didn't care enough to fucking put him on the card week in, week out. And WWE used to get taken the piss out of for getting legends back like that. And it annoys me, the fact that he's taking up someone that can come in like a Jay Lethal or like someone from Ring of Honor that can come in and sit and do that and get his moment. Jeff Jarrett's had his moment in the past in WWE and TNA. He's done it. And AEW, to be fair, yes, he had a fantastic promo with Owen Hart from the heart, not taking any away from that. It was his best mate. I get it. Completely fine. But a legend here and there is perfect. But when you're there week in, week out on Dynamite and Collision or whatever you're doing, just stop, mate. Done. And people like Ted, and this is not me having a go at you or anything, but people say it's fun to see him. That's fine. It's cool. But we always say Matt and Jeff need to call it a day. Ric Flair needs to call it a day. Goldberg needed to call it a day. Undertaker, at one point, we needed to say goodbye to him. Kane, he's on that level. He can't go with the likes of Kenny Omega when he comes back, or Okada, or even Ricochet. Do you know what I mean? You can't do it. Bye. There's the door. Go into the back room and go and help Tony Khan book.
Yeah. So realistically,
that's
right?
my first rant.
So on here now. So realistically now, because obviously I watched the stream back. I watched all the stream back, and you were quite. I know he shouldn't. He's really good at that. You know, he didn't tend to come back. Realistically, if he had picked that win up this weekend, would you have been happy if he pinned? Because I'm not trying not to use who won, because we're going to talk about it in a minute. Would you be happy if he then beat the winner of the main event and put the AEW titles around his waist?
So I've had a chance to have a bit of a reflect and think about this. So if you would have come to me and said this before all this Owen Hart stuff, I would have said it's time for him to go. I'd say he should have gone ages ago. I completely agree. Let him run out this little bit of momentum that he's got with this Owen Hart stuff. Then I completely agree. Just let it. He needs to go after this bit. This needs to be the last run of Jeff Jarrett. That's it. After this bit, I completely agree.
You said to me, do I think Edge needs to call it a day?
Yeah, and you did. And I said
and
that
I was perfectly honest with him being my second favorite wrestler. I was perfectly honest and said, yes, please. I don't want him to hurt himself anymore. I don't want him to be a shell of his former self. I want him to go out with what he's done now is fine in AEW. If he doesn't wrestle again, I'd be very happy with what he's done in AEW. Christian, you asked me about that one. That's a little bit different, only because he's consistently on TV and his character has elevated from him being TNA champion, kind of not doing nothing, to being one of the main stories on Dynamite.
Also, what I like about Christian's character,
and he's getting younger people over as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. He's getting over people that may struggle. So not as much as Luchasaurus. I think Luchasaurus.
Nick Wayne would have struggled.
Nick Wayne would have disappeared in that roster.
I think he would have got into NXT eventually.
Yeah, or he would have been swimming in an ROH, like low down an ROH. But yeah, what you saying there, Ted? Sorry.
No, but yeah, I completely agree with the Jeff Jarrett stuff. I've had chance to sit and actually think about it, and I completely agree with what you're saying. But I just think he needs to ride out this little bit of momentum and then retire.
The thing is, though, right? I know he cut that really passionate promo, but if everybody had cut a good promo, whether it be passionate about something or really cut a decent promo, if we give every single one of them a title run.
Oh, I'm not asking for the belt. No, I think there's been.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying like in general, there's a lot of people like I've seen online this week because I've been heavily looking into things that would love to see him like one last run at that title because of how that promo went, and he deserved to win the Owen Hart. That's taken. He's had his time. That is like WWE bringing Goldberg back to beat the Fiend. It wasn't needed. It shouldn't have never happened. He had his time at the Glory.
Mm-hmm.
He ran his course. He is just trying to stay relevant now.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
because he knows once he stops, if he goes backstage in booking, we'll talk about Jeff Jarrett in TNA and WCW and whatever, but he will be irrelevant then. He will just be a booker.
Yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm. All day.
And then the debut of Ricochet. So this is probably where, this is probably
hard, mate.
This is going to be the debate. I don't know where Ted stands after the weekend. I said, if you're going to bring in someone from WWE that they've underused, not used right, and you want to kind of kick it to them, like WWE did with Jade Cargill and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and Ethan Page in NXT, you get him debuting at something that's relevant. Ricochet is now going to be known as the guy that came into AEW and lost the gauntlet match to Christian.
Yeah,
I know he wasn't the only one in the match, and I know that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is the way I look. I asked Ted, "Can you see Ricochet being the world champion?" He said, "Yeah, fair play. If you can see that, and that's fair enough. I can't see Ricochet being the face of AEW and being the face of the world championship and going on and doing what he's doing. I just don't see it. I don't see how."
So, let me just ask the question because I'll forget if I don't ask it now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When Swerve Strickland was released by WWE, would you have said that you could see Swerve Strickland at that point? Don't forget what he's done since that. When he walked into AEW, I was tagging with Keith Lee at the beginning. Would you hand on heart on? He said, "Yeah, I can see him being world champion soon."
No,
honestly,
no. And this is my point.
For a reason. Ricochet spent a good 10 years, 12 years in WWE.
It's got to be up there.
When did he debut? 2016 in NXT? 2015? I can't remember. Like 7 years. He spent 7 years in WWE. Let's just say 7 years. Ricochet spent what, 3? No, Ricochet. Swerve spent 3 in WWE. Didn't really know what he was about. Kind of got with Hit Row. Left. Ricochet has held the North American title, Intercontinental title, United States title, no, we don't give a shit about it, but speed. Like, it's not like he's a new character that or new wrestler that we've never seen before. Like Swerve, when I saw Swerve on AEW, it felt like a new character I was seeing. And Ricochet might be the same because WWE have held him back.
Yeah.
But Swerve was new to me. I've not seen Swerve before. I saw him in NXT, but doing bits and bobs, nothing major. And then I saw him in AEW, and I think one of the first AEWs I watched, I said it on the podcast that we did back then, I'd like to see Swerve in the main event. Ricochet, I just don't see it. People can try and give me everything. This is what he's done in the Indies. This is what he's done here. I just can't see it happening. If it does, I will hold my hands up. I will buy a Ricochet t-shirt and say I was wrong. But I just don't see it happening myself.
So,
not one way do you bring in someone like Ricochet, who fans are excited to see. And I know what you're saying about Will Ospreay. We don't want to see it straight away.
I don't want to see it. I'm going to be able to go out.
Why would you not debut him at another point, or bring him out at the end of another match to try and entice fans into something? Do you know what I mean? You put him in a gauntlet match and you have him lose that gauntlet match.
So for me, right, so I'll touch on it. I can see him being world champion. I think Ricochet fell in the WWE main roster at the wrong time. And I feel damage was done too deeply before Triple H got full control again. I think Vince McMahon, he falls into that bracket of quite a few wrestlers that we've talked about before, that Vince McMahon didn't want the book. He had them up. He didn't want to book them because they weren't his mold of a wrestler. And obviously Ricochet probably didn't help himself get over. I think the freedom he'll have for his matches in AEW will help him get over a bit more. Was the gauntlet match the right place to put him in and not have him win? Absolutely. He got his pop, and him not winning is Tony Khan doing the one thing that people have complained about him doing for the last 5 years: signing a WWE guy, bringing him in, and giving him a title shot straight away. I reckon it's been announced he's going to face Kyle Fletcher this week. I don't know if it's Dynamite or Collision. So he's got a match booked already. I reckon that there'll be a slow burn and they'll build him up. Get him back in the ring, get some good matches under his belt.
Versus Kyle Fletcher will be a banger.
Why not bring him out against Will Ospreay? I'm going to go on record now. I don't want him and Will Ospreay to go anywhere near each other for a good year or so. I don't want them to face each other. It's been done. It's been done more times than Kenny Omega and Shinsuke Okada. What I do want to see is them tag together. If you want to put Will and Ricochet together, let's have them tag. Let's have them tag together and have it work. But I honestly do see it might be a while, and I'll hold my hands up and I'll eat my hat if I'm wrong. I can see him holding the world title there. I can see him getting so over. Man, I'm excited for the matches. If he tags with Will and the Young Bucks, and Will and them against the Young Bucks and FTR will absolutely slap. If he goes on a solo run,
one of the things I'm talking about. You know what the matches he can have. The matches is not what I'm talking about. Like, his promos suck. His promos are shit. I mean, he might be different in AEW. He might have a bit more freedom. But even in the Triple H, when he had the Logan Paul thing, Logan Paul showed him up.
Yeah, but Logan Paul's a different animal on the mic.
All right. Okay. You put anyone else against a promo with him, he's shit. He's not good on promos. So you're going to have a world champ. And forget the world champ thing. But, like, the match is not the issue. We know he's going to have bangers because of who he is and what he does. I just don't see him as the world champ. I just don't. And I will, like you said, I will eat my hat. I will wear a Ricochet t-shirt and become his biggest fan. But I just can't.
It's like I think with AEW for me, and I don't not just Ricochet, I feel because they're so hungry for eyes on that's what will be there. I hope he gets. I will agree with it. He's promos. He's not good at promo. He's not good on the mic. Back in Prince Puma days, he was far better in Lucha Underground with his promos than he has been since he's left there. Work with him. align him with somebody to cut his promos for him, help him out. You know what I mean, don't be afraid to do that.
I think a really weird, interesting turn with Ricochet is have him as a heel.
Yeah.
Align him with Don Callis.
Yeah.
No, against Will. If you're going to do that, or not even against Will, align him with Don Callis. Don Callis can then be his mouthpiece.
I think the creative freedom is what's going to help Ricochet get over at AEW. Not necessarily like his matches we know he's going to be. I think the creative freedom he's going to have will help him get over more. But time will tell. I personally think that was the right thing to do. Bring him in, get the pop. I mean, we already had a massive pop for Nigel McGuinness. Bring him in.
He would have had a pop no matter where you brought him in.
Yeah, but I think everybody was expecting the Will Ospreay thing because of the history. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've seen it. I don't get me wrong, I'll see it again at some point because it will happen again at some point. But I don't want to see it right now. I don't want to see that.
Would you not like to see him come out after the Jack Perry match?
That would have been acceptable.
And maybe
obviously, before what happened.
No,
it might have been cool to see that and maybe line. But then he's doing what everybody moaned about him doing.
But that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants Ricochet in these top profile matches in AEW.
I want him in, but I don't want another WWE guy coming in and walking straight into the title shot. Whether it's Ricochet, mate, you could bring me
Ron Brecker.
You could bring me Cody Rhodes back to AEW. I don't want him seeing walking in from WWE and having a title shot and taking it from somebody that's been working their ass off for the company for the last 12 months, 18 months, 5 years that deserves it.
Because that's all I've read on social media this weekend is Ricochet.
I get what you mean. People want that, and that's all they want. Personally, I don't want to see that. I'm bored of that. He did it with Daniel. Obviously, that, in my opinion, I'm going to talk about Bryan a little bit later on. Did it with Bryan, did it with Punk. He tried doing it with Miro. Didn't want. Mox is a different kettle.
What did he do with Bryan?
He got worked in with a storyline with Kenny Omega quite quick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
pretty much his debut was start of his storyline with Omega. Mox is a different kettle of fish on that one because AEW needed that character to go
to
the top. Right, that was the first major pay-per-view.
And Mox needed that himself.
Mox needed that. That was the only way Mox was going to survive over there if he went straight in. But I don't want to see that, and I'm glad that he hasn't done it straight away. And like I said, you can give me anybody. Give me Drew McIntyre. If Drew McIntyre walked out All In on Sunday, I would have been pissed that Drew McIntyre walked out at the end of the Bryan Swerve match.
I don't think it would be.
It would I would have been buzzing at the fact that he walked out. I would have been pissed that another WWE guys walked in and got a title shot.
With someone like that or Seth, I don't think you would be. If it was anyone else, I do think you would. But with someone like that, I don't think you would. I'd think you'd be well happy that they're in the title picture straight away. Them two. And
Seth, I give you Seth 100% because I feel Seth is that kettle of fish of that. No matter where he wrestles, he should be respected and put at the top of the company.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Drew, reflecting on what I've said, yeah, maybe I would say the same as well with Drew. But anybody else, yeah,
that's what I mean. Anybody else, you probably would do. But them two, I'd think you'd probably fucking
I'd
go.
say the same
with
Roman. I think there's a small handful of people, like literally, like probably them three, mate, that if they walk back in, and I mean, I'm including Cody Rhodes in this discussion.
Yeah, that's why I'm not mentioning
WWE and went back to AEW. I would, because of this switch and swapping, I wouldn't have want Cody to have a title shot. He can anyway because he's given himself a ban for winning an AEW title shot. So,
new contract though.
It doesn't matter. We don't forget. We don't. But yeah.
But yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. debuted in. I don't know if he debuted. He was already AEW. He came out in the gauntlet match.
Yeah, and then Nigel McGuinness made a return, which was really good.
We'll brush over that one. I like that one. Nigel McGuinness debuted. Debuted. Came back. Came out of retirement. Sorry.
But
he looked really good.
He's been cleared for time, and we all thought his final match would be Bryan Danielson.
Honestly, I thought that when he came out, no matter who came out later on, even if Mox, my pick, came out, I actually thought McGuinness was going to win that because of that storyline.
Oh, well, yeah, it would make sense, wouldn't it?
That'd
Would've
have
been
been
cool.
all out. Like if it would have been him versus Nige.
Yeah, Forbidden Door next year. Saved it all the way till next year. Brian versus
But-
Nigel.
Yeah.
Nigel wins the title. Let's go, Nige.
But on the win-
Go on, mate, sorry.
on the winner, back
Yeah.
to the winner. He should not have won that.
No.
I've never been so angry. I sat shaking with anger at how that went down.
I did the. I said it to you on the live when I finally got on that I did the minion meme to Zoe. It was
Yeah?
like, it doesn't make sense.
We'll get
It
Matt to
doesn't
put
make
that in.
sense. The only way that can make sense is there isn't a time frame on that. So if they're doing like a Money in the Bank cash in when he wants sort of thing, do we have Adam Copeland return, get fit, and take on Christian for that title shot, and then we get that title picture? But do I want to see that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I do.
No.
That somebody like Nigel Guinness would have been good to win that because of the history there. It gives relevance to later on. Okada, yeah. I definitely didn't want OC to win it. I didn't want that to happen. No. Hangman Page would have been good.
But I think Swerve. I think the Hangman thing is we've got to where we want to be with him anyway. Without,
I think though Hangers, and I won't spoil it. I think Hangers is AEW's underappreciated man.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not on my list for my top 5 later on. He's so underappreciated, and he's the one I worry most about jumping ship if he doesn't get booked. But if he's happy because of his relationship with the rest of the guys, he's happy doing this. It's his idea, then obviously we don't know all that. But for me, if Hangers should have won that, because Hangers Swerve, Hangers Bryant, it's got pay-per-view standard to it right now with his character as well, because he's got the beef with Swerve, but then this reckless side of him going in against Bryant, who's one bump away from being done, would have added extra bonus to that match.
Agreed.
And then we went into
second match of the night.
Will Ospreay versus MJF, the American scumbag. Not my scumbag no more. No, he is. That's a lie. He's still my scumbag.
Yeah, he's still
always be our scumbag.
I've watched the entrance back. Someone asked me when I joined the live stream, what did I think of the ring attire of Ospreay? Watched it back. Absolutely brilliant. If anybody knows me well enough, I love Japanese culture and the art, and that was beautiful. Very nice and pleasing on the eye. Good to have a sponsored entrance, though. Proper sponsored,
and a good one.
Cinema Roll.
Yeah, Cinema Roll or C4 Energy or Call of Duty or something.
No,
it's very good. Well, Slim Jim's always good. We always like a Slim Jim. The entrance is. I didn't see MJS because that's when I went down from a T. Because I remember going down from a T during towards the end of Will Ospreay's entrance. But I have rewatched them back, and they were fantastic.
Consequences Creed. Consequences Creed. First thing that popped in my head from TNA, Xavier Woods' gimmick. But then it was Apollo Creed from Rocky 4.
Yeah.
But then I've actually read it was actually a nod to Lex Luger.
Oh, the Lex Express.
Fair play.
Yeah. It was actually a nod to Lex Luger, apparently. In that as well, commentators mentioned a lot that the Dynamite Diamond ring has been stolen. We talked about this last night on the stream. Is it legitimately been stolen, or is it worked into a storyline? Probably will be worked into a storyline now.
Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, because he had it, didn't he?
Or it'd be really funny if they filmed a little bit of footage of Daniel Bryan's kid running into MJF's locker room and stealing it.
What bird? Birdie or Buddy?
Yeah, one of the kids had got it, and Daniel Bryan shows up with it on Wednesday night. But Daniel Garcia will make sense because we came out as he pulled the brass knuckles out. But you know, it was a really good.
Oh shit! They would have. Yeah.
Really, really good match. The crowd were. This was behind the main event. This in the arena. This was the one the crowd were really up for. Don't get me wrong. MJF had his boost because he was going up against Will Ospreay, the British hero of the night. But we still sang his theme music. Sang Will's, and we sang his. Great show. I enjoyed it in the arena, and I watched it back last night. What do you guys think?
It was tremendous. It was just fantastic. I always get a little bit emotional when Will comes out at these big pay-per-views because like someone that I've seen from the fucking bingo halls to wrestling at Mania, wrestling at like that Mania sort of esque stage is just it's like some of you like I know he's not a mate, and I'm not under no illusion that he is a friend, but it feels that way a little bit because you've watched his journey from like you watched him grow to hitting this main event and being the face of the company. Well, I know he's not the face of the company, but he's definitely, I'd probably say, in the top 3. Yeah,
he's on the way.
Face. Yeah, definitely.
I'd
It's the
say
future
top
face.
5.
I'd say the full future face of the company.
Yeah.
Matt, what do you think?
So I would caught half of it, so I had to go and get my tea because my sister's put it in the fucking chat.
It was funny that. It was really funny that.
Rewatching it back, because I did rewatch it back, it was fucking fantastic. Like we said with Tony and Mariah, with the story, same thing. The story between them two is just, you see two wrestlers and the chemistry they have together, and sometimes you think it don't work. It's just not, like Ronda and Charlotte, for example, just doesn't flow. There's just nothing there. It's boring. It's lethargic. It's like, but then you get Charlotte and Bianca, Charlotte and Rhea, Charlotte and Becky, and it flows.
Yeah, these two have got that.
It flows. It just, it was at that point match of the night. Yeah. And everything was right about it. There was nothing that I thought I can take that and I can critique that and go, right, well, this is where they should have done better, like I will do in one of the upcoming matches. But it was perfect from top to bottom, bell to bell.
For me, rewatching it back yesterday, obviously I got the commentary adds an extra little added oomph to it. They are literally the dark and light side of the company. They are the top heel, top face.
Yeah.
Great storytelling all the way through it. That match there showed why they were the two hottest free agents at the beginning of this year and of last year.
Yeah.
Why there was so much talk about who signing both of these two, where they're going, what's next for them. That there showed why they deserve to be on the grand stages. Whether it's with AEW or they go to WWE in the future. If they both stay fit, look after themselves, the future of wrestling is in their hands.
Yeah, 100%.
They are the future top guys. They're only top guys now, but they are the ones that in a few years' time that we're going to be talking on the same levels of Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Their future's their own hands, and it's whether they stay healthy and fit. Absolutely loved it. I might say I've watched Will in like warehouses and stuff like that, and obviously MJF having learned from here. But it was good to see Will get his moment again. Crowd absolutely loved him. Obviously, it was pretty much half his family there because it's like 10 minutes away from his house.
What state was there?
Yeah. I loved a little bit at the end when the ref went to give him that title and he refused to lift it, and then CD slid in with the proper one. I like that.
Nice touch.
I'm excited to see what's next for Will, because I don't think Will and MJF carry on now. I think that's done for now till later.
MJF goes to do Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, that's the next run with MJF is getting Daniel Garcia back. He said it. He said it in if he was shouting at it. So that's next. So who's next for Will?
I reckon Hangman.
Hangers.
Nah.
I reckon Hangman. What's he gonna do from now on?
Swerve.
Because Brian and Swerve are gonna have another match for the title.
Yeah, that's getting involved. That's happening. But I think story.
I'd have Paige, me.
I would like it.
Will and Paige. I think that'd be a fucking quality feud.
I think they need to bet. I think they need to put the nail in the coffin on Swerve Hangers first. I think they're like the Punk Drew thing. I think we're on for our third one coming up. And that's going to end that one, and then he moves on.
Did they not already have the third? I thought they did.
No,
just two.
I think I'll have to check it, but I think that's where Swerve's next move is. But I don't think it's going to be long. I think that might be finished all out, maybe. And then Swerve will get his title shot again afterwards. I'll take Hangers, mate. I'll take Hangers for that title.
Yeah.
Or
the other one, Takeshita. Will and Takeshita.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind. Okada and Will.
That's more than likely going to be the match. It'll be him versus Will.
Yeah, because they keep touching on the Don Callis stuff, don't they? Don Callis' family not being there for him, and they don't have his back. So yeah, Takeshita's not been on TV as well for a little while. Takeshita would be good.
Is that Sabre Jr.? Said no one
thank
ever.
you.
It's just come again.
Sammy Guevara.
Mate, give me Sammy Guevara. I love Sammy Guevara.
Right. So I'm not a fan of Sammy.
Yeah, we've always clashed over Sammy, haven't we?
I love Sammy. He's great.
For the same reasons I'm not a fan of Zack Sabre Jr. Sammy's pissed me off outside of wrestling, so it goes down. But I'd take a Sammy Will storyline.
Yeah. What do you do outside of wrestling?
It's face. What's Sammy done? Cancelled appearances in the UK because they didn't book Ty Mello.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't book Ty on there, so he cancelled them and then booked with the ones that Ty was on.
I got Ty.
Yeah, what did you say, man?
Nothing. Carry on.
Then again, Darby cancelled his as well, which annoys me, but I do still like Darby.
Wait, hang on. We need to circle back to what
Darby cancelled one.
No, because I will forget to edit it twice, so I'm only saying it once. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Darby cancelled one appearance of you. Cycling back at me, Darby cancelled one. Sammy's cancelled about 3 because they didn't book Ty.
Oh no, I just don't like Darby.
Yeah, I know you don't. It's not your style of wrestling.
Which we'll get into soon.
I'm interested to what you think. We'll speak about when that match comes up. Actually, we'll
get there in a minute. But yeah, no, it'd be interesting. I'm intrigued to see where that goes now. We'll see this week maybe. Then we went into the worst booking point of the night. This match should not have been at this point. No, this is not an issue with the people in the match.
No.
Or the match. It just should not have followed that match. I was in the arena, so we're talking about the Britt Baker Mercedes Moné's for the TBS World Championship. I was in the arena. The atmosphere was sucked out of the arena instantly. The buzz and the noise that came from Will Ospreay and MJF, literally, you might as well just got a Hoover top of Wembley and just sucked it out because it was flat. It was gone. And then that's just poor booking. That should have maybe went before them or up the card a little bit further.
The tag match should have gone there.
Yeah, tag match should have went there. Or match. Yeah, the ladder match. Yeah, would have been because you would have. It wouldn't have been exciting, but you had your bumps.
The gauntlet.
Yeah, gauntlet. Yeah, it's at the gauntlet there.
One of those two should have been there.
But the ladies put on a good match. I actually really enjoyed it when in the stadium, obviously, because it literally felt like But when I watched it back last night, I actually really enjoyed it. I felt like they both put on a good performance. I do think they're wasting Camille myself as well, having a standing there. I did love, even though it's obviously Mercedes Moné's talked about Eddie being a hero for all her career and it was the one that got her in the wrestling. I did like the Brit pulled out and
The
Eddie
smoking gun.
trick. I enjoyed it. What you guys?
So my
sorry,
favorite. Sorry. So we're gonna start at the entrances. I loved Mercedes Moné coming out with some doggies. It was great.
That was the only thing. That's the only thing you noticed about that entrance.
Yeah.
I'm the indie guy. Did you not notice the British wrestlers that were all in the guards?
Yeah.
Adam Max did, man like the Reese. There was a few, I can't remember the rest of them. They were all British indie wrestlers, the guards.
Yeah. Would have been.
But yeah,
man like the Reese went rogue on top of the chariot as well. He was dancing when he shouldn't have been.
Yes, I saw that. I didn't know who he was, but I saw him dancing.
Yeah, he's from, I'm sure he's a Manchester-based wrestler, man like the Reese.
Yeah.
But yeah, the match itself was really good. The right person won. For me, Mercedes needs to hold it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know you're against that, but I think she does. Needs to hold on to it for a tiny little bit longer. Until like someone like Jamie Hayter. I think Jamie Hayter beats Mercedes.
So,
and then that leads to Britt being jealous of Jamie, and then we get the Jamie Britt feud that we haven't had.
I thought the match was great. Sorry, I'll rephrase that. I thought the start of the match was boring. I just couldn't get into it. After that Will and MJF finish, I was like, this is just, they put it in the wrong place. It was only halfway through the match when I started getting into it and fully enjoying it. I still stand on my mountain. Mercedes Moné is a WWE wrestler. She's not an AEW wrestler. But I agree with Ted. The right person won. Not because I don't want Britt with a title, because I think it does more for Mercedes to keep her as this heel with the title with Camille next to her, as much as they're wasting Camille so much. I think it does more for Mercedes than Britt.
I think on the thing, because I remember you saying about this on the stream when I watched it back. Thing with Mercedes Moné, and obviously I agree, she's still a WWE wrestler wrestling in another company. When I thought about that comment, is that's who trained her. That's all she's ever wrestled under until she walked out. Maybe in a year or so time, she might drop that whole work on it, maybe. But we've got to bear in mind, she was literally trained by Dusty, Matt Bloom, whoever else was down there. So she is a WWE trained wrestler. She's not really, she never really wrestled the Indies or anything like that, like some of the others have. For me, I don't think the right winner, it was the right winner, but that's really? Me. I think it would have been made more better TV if, long booking wise, that these two were like going at it back and forth every now and then. Like Britt took it now, did something with somebody else, but Mercedes Moné then kept coming and attacking her, build it up back and forth, change for a couple of bit, and then culminating like a rubber match sort of thing. I would like to see Sasha chase the title instead of be given it, or Sasha Mercedes chase the title instead of being handed a title. That's mine. She's got the New Japan. She's got this one. I feel like if she wrestled in like CMLL, they'll give her the title because of who she is. That's my issue with it. Is that that's almost like a, here, you've signed for us. Here's your title, quick. Keep you happy. Sort of. I would like to Britt or anybody take it from her and have her actually do some wrestling without a title around the waist.
Maybe. Perry, Darby Allin.
Too short. Too short.
We know why now.
Yeah.
It came out yesterday, didn't it? Why?
What was it? Did it run over?
Well, I think it was the MJF Will Ospreay match we ran over. Oh no, the Gauntlet match ran over. Yeah,
because the Gauntlet match at one point, somebody came out and then seconds later somebody else come out. So I knew something had run over somewhere.
They messed. I think they messed up the timings in the match, so they had to make it up, and it was this match.
Yeah. So I know you're not a Derby fan because you're not into that Derby style of wrestling. We've discussed that before.
He is going to kill himself.
Yeah. Yeah. People are telling him, and he won't slow down. He is going to seriously
He's
injure
look at
himself.
Jeff.
Yeah. Well, mate, he went to walk up Everest and he told people on TV that he may not return from that. I think Darby's at the self-destruct button stuck.
Yeah.
He needs to get it unfucking stuck.
Yeah, and I do worry that his career is going to be cut incredibly short because of something stupid.
Yeah.
And as much as I enjoy it and it's for our entertainment, I don't want to be in the attendance the day somebody kills himself. Or will be watching. I would hate to do a live stream with you guys, and then something happened to Darby. Because I don't think I could continue on. Not just Derby, I mean in general. I don't think I could continue on the live stream. If, let's say, for example, if we were streaming back in the day when Owen Hart fell to his death. I think I'd have to finish the stream that day because I don't think I'd be able to compute it. I worry about him, but at the same point, I did highly enjoy the match. What we had of it, it was a good match.
I like the nod to CM Punk.
Loved it.
I liked Sting coming out to fucking Metallica. That fucking got a pop out of me.
Spoiler. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sting. Sorry, peeps. Sorry, spoiler alert. If you've not watched it, you've been living under a rock or something. Yeah. The match was okay. Like you said, I don't like that style. I did thoroughly enjoy Darby Allin absolutely throwing himself into the coffin though. That made me chuckle a lot when he dived out the ring into the coffin.
Yeah,
I
he
laughed
did.
at that. I love Jack Perry, mate. Do you know
Jack
what?
Perry's
When
great.
I was 2 years ago, and I hated Jack Perry, I hated the Young Bucks, I hated
You're
everyone.
a changed man, Matthew.
Mate, Young Bucks
You've
are
gone on a
highly
journey.
entertaining. Jack Perry is highly entertaining, and I love what he's doing. Who else did I hate?
Guys have been around since the day dot with us. My work here is nearly done.
Who else did I hate? Kenny Omega, didn't get him. I absolutely love him. I've watched his old stuff on YouTube. You guys don't know this, but I've gone back and watched his YouTube stuff. Oh my god, Kenny Omega's amazing.
It's been a hard 2 years to get him to this point, guys and gals, but you're welcome.
Who else did I not like and now I like?
Just on that, looking at that point, I've changed my tune on Darby Allin. I used to love Darby when he first became a thing. But I feel as a wrestling fan, I have changed as I've got a little bit older, where this deathmatch style of wrestling, I don't get the point in it anymore. Like, it's not for me. I've moved on from that. I feel it's not for me. And very much like you, John, I don't want to be doing the show. I don't know if I could come back to wrestling if I watch someone die live. I don't know if I could come back to as a whole.
I think deathmatch style wrestling, it needs to be controlled and done at the right time. I feel if we didn't have that hardcore aspect to wrestling still, we would, as adults, I think you would lose the majority of adult fans because we want that R-rated action. We want it to be great because we grew up in that era and that's what we strive and hunger for. But it's got to be done right. It's got to be done controlled. There's too many chances of accidents. Like Arquette, he had when he wrestled Nick Gage, Independence, something went wrong and he pretty much had his neck sliced open. Stuff like that worries me. But I think because of we cry for the edge, like talks WWE of saying they're going to be a lot more edgy when it comes to the Netflix era.
I don't mind them being edgy, but it's just like hitting people with light tubes, stuff like that. It's not needed. Doing shit with glass doesn't really matter.
CM Punk, get off your chair, will you? Yeah, you made me drop his name early.
CM.
Crimea River.
But yeah, I get it. But I do get that. That was an amazing chant, by the way. Now I know what that was. But yeah, it was just these guys go through enough, and unfortunately lost. Obviously Sid Vicious recently. Well, yesterday, as of recording this. And I don't want to see him in like 10, 15 years' time, like these guys that are putting the bodies on the line get needless injuries that are life affecting and cut lives short.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I'm just at that point though. I need that little bit of excitement from the matches every now and then. Every now and then, I'm not a sort of person that's just going to sit and watch death matches every week or blood matches every week. I feel it gives a little bit of excitement to the shows, especially for like a neutral. Like I know Zoe gets it, she will say, "Oh," but the adrenaline starts kicking. It's really, that sort of stuff gets like she gets really into the matches when they're like that. I took her to an actual death match a few years back, and she got her head was blown off. She was so buzzing about it. I didn't know the death match was happening, by the way. For him, it was like sick freak took his wife to a death match.
You sick freak.
I won tickets to the event, and they had death matches on. We didn't know until we got there. I still like it, but controlled. I get what you mean. There's some of these death matches you can see online. Nick Gage is famous for it, where they are literally just light tube after light tube and then taking shards of glass to the necks. I'm not down for that stuff. Mox in his books talk about they have a tournament out in America every year where it is literally the last man standing wins. Not down for that.
Well, that I know has been in that. Clint Margera, his name is. He's been in the King of the Deathmatch tournament. Yeah.
I'm not down for that. That's too far for me, but I like a bit of hardcore. And I'm hoping WWE do start to use it a little bit more. And I've seen your eyes look at me then, Matthew.
But
yeah, let's get
Takeshita is another one I didn't like, and now I do. Okada, I never got, and now I do. So, winning me over.
Let's get to the big moment that absolutely blew my mind. Right, so bit of context to this. Where I was sat this year, I had straight view. No one could stand up in front of me unless they were going down the steps. I had no seat in front of me. I had the end of the aisle above the steps.
Yeah.
So I was really considerate of the people behind me because people don't aware I'm 6'3", 6'4". I'm quite a big lad. If I stand up, you ain't seeing behind me. So I was very considerate and thought, as much as I get excited this year, I'm going to try and stay seated so people behind me can see everything. Because I can see everything perfectly fine. And I was sat there and I did it all night. And Zoe will back me up on this. I had my little program, my little ring pad on my knee, dead excited, cheering, clapping, buzzing, absolutely going mental. Then Sting walked out. And I went mad, going crazy. Zoe just went, give me them. She took the book and the pad off me. As soon as she took them off, I was up. Didn't care about the guy behind me. I was up, giving it big ins for Sting coming out. Blew my mind. I heard rumbles that he was in London. So I was sort of expecting it, but I was expecting the pop out of the casket. That's where I thought it was going to come out until he opened it. But it was done at the best time. Obviously, the Elite come out, or Petrol and Darby in the coffin. Darby lost, by the way. The lights dropped out, and yes, we got the Metallica Seek and Destroy, which, mate, absolutely slaps in Wembley, mate. And I'm not even a Metallica fan, but that slaps in Wembley.
Yes, it does.
Massively. I hope, mate, when you actually go to the All In or that's for some reason Sting.
Yeah, I've heard it at Wembley. Not Wembley. I've heard it in Manchester.
Yes,
it's fucking mint in Manchester. And I've heard it download like several times. So,
but yeah, it slapped hard. Everybody popped. I don't know how I feel about Sting coming out of retirement. I don't know if I want it.
I don't think you will. I think that was just a one and done for the.
I think they were teasing. I do feel like they were teasing another match with the Young Bucks. Myself watching it back last night, or something with Jack Perry maybe. I don't know if I want that because he retired. I was happy that he rode off into the sunset.
Why did they do this, man? It winds me the hell up.
February.
You retire. You retire.
February.
I can name. Eh?
February.
I know.
Retired.
That's what I'm
saying.
You know
what though? If they use Sting like WWE used Taker, appearances here and there.
Yeah, then that's fine.
I'm fine. But don't put him back on TV every week.
No.
Give me Sting gets like that coming out to save Darby, little buddy. Don't go with that. Maybe give me a match all out with them I'm good with that. And then Sting goes away again till 2 years
No,
time.
he's
and All In's
retired.
back.
No, he's retired.
No, special
Fucking
appearances. I can
stay
live with.
out.
Special appearances, just.
Yeah, just appearances, not matches. Appearance. Comes out,
Yeah.
says Derby, goes away.
But yeah, blew my absolute mind, mate. You know when he you showed it on your stream last night. He like jizzed all over his table when Zack Sabre came out. The whole like 12 rows in front of me, they were covered.
I can imagine.
It were like a tsunami.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
I need to see
There was
somehow.
only one thing else that happened that night, and we're going to get into it in a second. That made me blow my mind.
You said mind.
I had nothing left after Sting, mate.
Do-do-do-do.
Good 4 hours to recharge me. Yes, main event. Swerve Strickland against
Brian Danielson.
Brian, the American Dragon Danielson, for the AEW World Titles or Brian's career. Let you guys get into it. Go on.
The entrances. Both of them were sick. Both of them were amazing. Swerve coming out with Min, but one of my highlights of the pay-per-view is everybody singing to the final countdown. I don't want to repeat it here because we got banned. We got copyright struck for Russia.
Oh yeah, Russia, mate. Go ahead.
But yeah, the
Russia fans.
Final countdown.
So I said last week, I don't know if it was on the prediction video or was the actual video, that Tony Khan, if you don't give me the final countdown, I'm going to riot.
Yeah, it was last week on the prediction video.
Yeah, he gave me the final countdown. It was epic. And I know you mentioned on the stream, like I mentioned about Prince Nana again. I don't get it, and I don't think he needs it. I stand by it.
Really?
I can't take. So I get it's a gimmick and it's great and they're entertaining, and everybody loves to dance, but I can't take Swerve serious when that idiot's dancing beside him. I watched it back last night, and Swerve's coming out.
He's your best mate, anyway.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. But for me, Swerve came out. So Bryant came out, had the hype, the yeses, the everything. Swerve came out and was trying to be serious, straight-faced, focused on what the match had hand and focusing in, didn't take his eyes off Bryant the entire walkway. Then you had the Wally dancing beside him. It took away the serious factor for me.
I don't think it did.
It doesn't need Nana. Nana needs Swerve. If this Swerve drops Nana, Nana's gone.
So I did have a question about attire. Did Swerve dress as T'Challa?
No.
I thought it was Black Panther.
No. He had a on the back of his shirt, on the back of his jacket, he had, I don't know about the jacket, the coat thing, maybe, but the actual zip-up jacket he was wearing was Swerve Strickland, 8th AEW World Champion. And on the back, it had heads on a spike. On further look, it's the people he's beat as champion. It's heads on the spikes.
Right, okay. So it's sure because it looked, no, because it was black and gold. It looked very, T'Challa sort of.
He's done T'Challa before, hasn't he? And I think he's one of them people that doesn't sort of repeat his attires.
There's something else I want to ask. Am I wrong in saying that the house call kick he calls it now, was that called the kill shot at some point?
I didn't think it was.
No, isn't that not what he used to, I'm sure that's what he called the stomp from the top rope.
I knew he had a move.
I
couldn't remember what it was called. And for some reason I thought it was that. But hey, that was just me. Because I asked Matt on the stream and we never got to the bottom of it.
But no, obviously Brie Garcia was ringside as well with Brian's kids.
Birdie and Buddy.
Yep, Birdie and Buddy. Obviously, a big thing of the storyline is Swerve was going to finish the career so they can go spend time with his kids because that's what they want. Match was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Storytelling at its best. At one point, even though I knew Brian was winning the minute I walked in the stadium and got my seat, because there was big confetti cannons to the side, they wouldn't have set confetti cannons off for Swerve winning and retaining. There was a big celebration coming.
Did for MJF last year though, didn't they? End
Yeah.
of the night. So they could have. Well, good spot though, because I would have thought the same, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah. So I knew straight away that Brian was winning no matter what happened in the match. I knew that as anyway. I felt that was right. But at points I was even questioning it at points in the match. Is Brian going to go out the way he's going? I liked how they used his wife and kids for the storyline as well. I do think Bree should have punched Prince Nana when he came over goating her.
Will you leave Prince Nana alone?
It would have just added to the fuel that Brian.
I don't think it would.
You
just hate him.
I don't hate him. We're mates, all right.
Oh, you are mates, yeah.
You are mates.
Get a coffee with each other. Carry on.
But going on record, I want to get this out here now. He's here on his title.
Well, yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler. I have been trying to sort of like, I've been a record saying I'm not a big Bryan Danielson or
He has told me several times.
Many
He's one of my
times.
faves.
This whole build up to this, and it's made me sort of look at Daniel Bryan in a different light, have a bit of a further deep look into him, like you said you did with Kenny. I've been looking into a bit more. And then obviously getting to see him firsthand, I think that changes your view a lot. It's like football. Watching football on TV is good, it's entertaining, it's fine. But when you go to a game, it's just that little bit better when you can see it inside. And I got the opportunity to see, like some people would love to see Bryan. And I went in this weekend thinking I'm going to see Bryan win a title or Bryan retire. I knew I was very privileged this weekend because then I wasn't a fan. I left that arena. I am now a Bryan Danielson fan. I will go out on a limb and say Bryan Danielson is probably the greatest, small guy wrestler of all time. And that's what's taken into consideration a lot of people. Because Ray would fall into that category. Eddie would fall into that category. I would put into it, if you go back through his career, the stuff he's done, the body, literally putting his life on the line now, every week for our entertainment. I would say that he's probably the greatest small man. He's the greatest, smallest man in wrestling.
I'll change it for you. He's the greatest technical wrestler ever.
Yeah, technical, yes. Technical, yes.
Greatest technical wrestler ever. You look at technical wrestlers in the past, and we always bring them up in this aspect. Chris Benoit, Bret Hart, Jericho, Dean Malenko, Lance Storm, people like that, all get put on a pedestal being the greatest technical wrestlers. He is the best of them all.
If you took peak Bryan and put him against peak any technical wrestler, any pay-per-view, any era there, if you want, you give Bryan a peak Bryan in a time machine, go back and wrestle all them guys, they are 5-star matches. And they're not 5-star matches because of who he's wrestling. It's because he will put on a 5-star match. I think we're privileged as wrestling fans that we've got to see more of Bryan, just like we are with Edge now as well.
Yeah.
And Saraya.
And Saraya. I'm hoping bigger things for Saraya. I want to see more from Saraya. We don't know what it holds now going forward because a lot of the rumors is reckoning he's going to hang the boots up while he's champion. Yeah. It's looking like it's where it's going to go. I'm okay with that because once again, I don't want to see the guy cripple himself in the ring. But yeah, he is massively gone up my estimation. I would probably, if you asked me to do my Mount Rushmore now, I'd probably have to squeeze him in.
Yeah, all day. I love.
Brian. Your views on the match, I've took way over on that one. Usually, what's your views on the match there? The rest of the match, obviously, your entrance you mentioned.
It were amazing. It were back and forth. I had a feeling when they started showing the kids at ringside that there was not a chance in hell that Brian was losing in front of his kids. So I had a feeling that he was going to win, but it wasn't. But I could also see the flip side, where if it was the end of Brian, he had the nice send off at the end. Swerve could have got out, went to the back, gave Brian his moment in the ring. So it can be guessing until the very end, which was mint, which is very rare in wrestling. Because you can kind of predict things now quite easily. Like we've just been talking about Bash at Berlin. I'm not bashing WWE, but the majority of the card you can see, you can predict. Whereas this one, it could have gone either way, and the build was fantastic from start to finish. And I'm interested what they do moving forward with the two of them. And I hope the only thing that I will say on the back of this, and it's something me and Matt and you have you two spoke about last year. Me and Matt have spoke about this year. They better not be a fallout like they were last year, where it drops off. They need to hit the keep swinging for the fences like they have done this weekend. That's the only thing I will say.
Match wise, probably close to a perfect wrestling match you can get.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard for me when it comes to the fellas awards to choose between Roman and Cody and that. I rewatched it back because on the day, you know, emotion and stuff. I just wanted to watch it back to see if it was as good as I thought it was. It was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it was
so good. Swerve, mate. Swerve's on another level. Obviously, I'll talk about Brian in a minute, but Swerve's on another level where he won't fall out the main event picture now. He's there. We spoke about it last year, was it, John? Where we said that Swerve needs a title sooner rather than later, but or else he falls out of the category. He falls into the category of what ifs. Yeah,
they pulled the trigger on him at the right time. Where I think we're at that now. We were talking about it last night with Jey Uso. We're at that point now with Jey Uso is we've got to pull the trigger on his gold, whether it's IC, whatever. It's got to be pulled soon, or it's going to be the what if.
Yeah, all day.
Exactly. Brian, I've said it numerous times. I love Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him. I absolutely love him. Loved him in WWE. I didn't watch him much in Ring of Honor. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, his Ring of Honor match was really good. Didn't watch him in Ring of Honor. I knew him from WWE from 2010 onwards. I've seen him from 2010 grow into the main event at WrestleMania, beating Orton and Batista, beating Triple H at the start of the night. Ted, you didn't go to that one, did you?
No,
didn't go to that one.
That was one that caused me to want to start saving to go though.
There you go. See, everything falls into a reason. No, Brian, mate, I love him, mate. When he went to AEW, I was a bit skeptical because of his neck, and it's more wrestling in AEW than WWE, obviously, as we know. It's more wrestling based than entertainment based. I was a bit worried about him, but he's fucking, like I said, best technical wrestler ever. And Bret Hart stands can come at me all you fucking want.
Yeah,
you show me a Bret Hart match where
don't
you
worry.
don't fall. I know we're going to get there soon. They're
coming for me later too.
Yeah. Oh, we're coming for both of us. I think
they're coming for all three of us.
You show me a Bret Hart match where I don't fall asleep in it, and then show me a Daniel Bryan match where I don't fall asleep, and I'll fall asleep during a Bret Hart match. He's fucking mint. That match was perfect. The only issue I had, and I know it's because of curfew, so it's understandable. I would have liked a bit more celebration at the end, carried on a little bit longer, but curfew. Do you know what I mean? So,
in the arena, I don't think after cameras went off after watching last night. I don't think much went on after cameras shut off anyway. Because we tried to hang around for a bit, but it was pretty much done
and dusted.
As late scene, yeah. I think curfew took a heavily into that as well.
Sunday as well, innit? So it cuts it down Sunday, because on Saturdays I think you can go on for an extra half hour at least.
Yeah.
With Sundays, it cuts it by half an hour.
So, question then.
Mhm.
This imaginable torch that wrestling fans talk about. Who does? Because obviously with Cena, we're talking about Cena, who's he's passing the torch on his retirement tour. If we are on the retirement tour of Bryan Danielson, who does this invisible torch get handed to next?
Do I know something? It's a big shout, and I don't think it will, but it should be Daniel Garcia. He's a small guy. He's young. He's great
Technical wrestler as well.
and he's a technical wrestler. Him or I would take Willie Uter, one of the two. But I'm more erring towards Daniel Garcia because he's got, for me, Daniel Garcia's got the attitude. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
He's got that. Swagger's not the right word. He's got that. He's got a bit of an air about him. Whereas I feel with Uter, he had it, and then he seems to have fell off a little bit. But I don't think it will be. But I think he'll hand the torch to Will.
The obvious choice is, like Ted just said, to Will. I am JF. However, I had someone in my mind, and now it's fucking. I would like it for it to be Ricky Starks and stays in AEW, and hand it over to Ricky Stark and run with it. But he's obviously fucking off to NXT with Coda.
Yeah, it is. That's a done deal.
But it'd be nice to see that. So I think Ricky Starks under Daniel Bryan looking after him, kind of thing, for the last couple of months would be cool. But it's going to be Will. I love to see Takeshita take it. Takeshita and Daniel Bryan kind of gets me excited. Not Zack Sabre Jr. excited, but excited. I fucking now say his name. Look at him. What? But yeah, no.
Issues.
It's probably going to be.
Can we stop saying his name, guys? Like, God.
I've got a name, but I feel like they've already aligned him with his mentor, and obviously he's off TV at the moment. Hook.
Yeah, Hook.
Hook would have been the one. Yeah, fair.
They've aligned him with Joe, which is a perfect mentorship for Hook. Absolutely perfect, because I think that's where they're going with Hook, where he's going to kill people like Joe did.
And he's been under Jericho, feuding with Jericho as well, hasn't he? So.
Yeah. But I think Hook would have learned so much more because he's going to be another small guy in the wrestling world. And I think he would have learned so much more. Takeshita would be cool. I'm going to be really controversial. I don't want it to be Will, because I don't think Will needs it.
Yeah, I agree. Will doesn't need it.
Will's already got. Will's took that.
He's on a pedestal on his own already.
Will's had the torch handed to him from Okada and Kenny Omega at New Japan, and he's carried the flame on with him into AEW. Yeah.
Taken up to that next level.
I think Punk gave him that, but didn't mean to.
Wow, yeah. Stop saying his name yet.
I know, that's twice now. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to get a little jar every time I mention his name, put money in.
I know.
No, but Hook would be good. Garcia, mate, I like the idea of Garcia. I would like to see Garcia step up. I think Wheeler Yuta, I think he's Mox's protege.
Yeah, Cesaro's.
I know you're going to shoot Shotaro, you know. Yeah, but when's Mox in Japan?
Who?
A New Japan guy.
Oh, right, okay. So.
To be fair, even I'm starting to lose hope on Shota, so it's.
Just quick side Shota, mate, changing the way he looks. They're not then going, light and pink and stuff like that. That's what's killing his link with Mox.
So it's really odd that, because they call him like the Roughneck, and he's like a dark, like an edgy character. Then they give him white and pink as his colours. Is mad. Well,
that's a debate for another time. But no, it's going to be cool. I'm interested to see where it goes, who we face. If he's on a farewell tour, it's going to be a good ride to Brent when it ends. I would like Cena, if he's on a farewell tour, let us know when it's ending, like Cena's done.
Yeah.
Let us know when it's ending, because then we have an idea. If he goes, I am done, All In next year will be my last pay-per-view, then we know we've got a year left. Injury, wise given. I really hope Wednesday night he's not announcing his retirement. I really hope that's not the announcement
Where
Wednesday
are they
night.
on Wednesday?
He's going to retire at Wrestle Dream. He'll retire in Washington, his hometown.
Is that's what I was getting? That's what I was getting at then. If Wrestle Dreams in Washington, then that's why they'll do it.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, it's good. Like I say, I am a Bryan Danielson fan now. I want a shirt. I want his figures. I need an
I've
AEW.
just spotted something, John. Right, you've disappointed me.
What?
There was a Will Ospreay All In exclusive
Pre-order.
figure. Oh, in pre-order. Right, okay. Ours
Back
and
down.
John picked one of them. Picked one of them up.
Back down. All right, and they were limited
Okay.
to probably 1 in 5,000. So that's probably why John wasn't able to get one either.
One in three. They're 1 in 3. 1 in 3,000.
Yeah. All right.
Why did you not pick one up, John?
I know. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get one for you all. I'm really sorry.
Not just for yourself. I'm more thinking.
No, it's so AEW figures are getting so hard to get at a decent price. I don't like paying the odds over a brand new figure. It's been out for a while and I know it's worth, I will pay a little bit extra, but I don't like paying over the odds. They should be priced between £20-25 brand new. Because it's getting very hard to get into the UK because no major supplier stocks them anymore. Some people are charging £35-40 for a brand new figure that's going to be worth nothing. I'm not
do AEW figures anymore.
Drop the line.
Oh really?
Be honest, mate. Smiths are very thin on the ground on WWE figures as well.
I looked on the website yesterday. There were loads.
Yeah, but if you go into the stores, a lot of you clicked on them, mate. A lot of them are pre-order as well.
No, I was looking at them.
Yeah,
I can't get into that and Pokemon cards.
No, don't do it, mate. Don't.
I chose one and I've chose Pokemon cards, so
yeah,
that's what we're running with.
Run it with it. Told you.
Maybe a new channel coming. Matt and John do Pokemon.
Yeah. Spin-off episode.
Yeah.
The fellas going to Poke Hunt. I've told you, you need to come around there, get over your fear of dogs, and
what an idea! We can go Pokemon Go hunting.
To be fair, we've all
said drive.
Yeah. Oh, I want to go for a walk.
Drive.
Go for a walk. Take Pod Dog with us.
Go for a walk. No, mate. I'll put petrol in my car. We'll go for a drive.
Well, me and Tess going for a walk with a Pod Dog.
Right. Well, I'll go for a drive then.
We have all said we do need to get in better shape as well.
Yeah, I am doing. I'm walking to my car to go to the petrol station.
Back to that. Get over your fear of dogs. Come meet the Pod Dog, and you can have a look through all my cards if you want anything that's not mega rare. You can have them. I've got stacks of repeats.
As long as you've got a Charizard, I can have it chilling. Not one that's rare.
I might be able to sell you one.
To be fair, I think I've got what I've got. I think I've got. And anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that's off fair stuff.
Out of 10, I know I already know
10.
this question.
10.
What out of 10?
10.
So I said this on the live stream. I will 10 score any pay-per-view I'm at because it's the adrenaline being at that. But I came home, watched it with a like I've never seen this before. You 10. Yeah. WrestleMania was a 10. That's a 10. I'm with you there, mate. I am going to struggle come Fellas Award season time for my match of the year because said as though we're walking out. WWE give me my Cody moment. I didn't realize I wanted a Daniel Bryan moment, but I left there going AEW. You're
gonna have to go back now and watch WrestleMania 30 main event.
I think I watched. Is that the Yes movement?
Yeah, that's when he went.
Yeah, I watched it. I think that's the one where they ushered him in the match with Batista and Orton.
Yeah.
I think that was when I started disliking because of that.
Yeah, because you've already said that's when you hate it.
Yeah, because I love Batista. I'm not the Orton. I like Orton, but I was a Batista guy. I like Batista. It really annoyed me that they shoehorned. It really annoyed me the crowd shoehorned Daniel Bryan in.
Good, because that match was going to be crap.
Yeah, I'm going to rewatch it. I am going to go on a bit of a little Daniel Bryan stream. I am actually considering getting Ring of Honor back so I can watch his Ring of Honor stuff for
him
for a
versus. If you're going to do that, have a look for him versus Roddy Strong. For the.
I'm just going to put out there as well. If anybody can point me in the direction where I can watch PWG stuff for free, because I don't want to pay for it. I believe there's a good match with Roddy Strong, Bryan Danielson, and the Young Bucks when they were coming up, where Bryan works very stiff on the Young Bucks. It's in the Young Bucks book. So if anybody can point me in the direction of that match for free, put it in the comments for me. Thank you. But yeah, great pay-per-view. I'm hoping they, like Ted said, they stay on that high now. Don't drop off. It has made me want to tune into the AEW. Actually, want to stay up to watch AEW this week. I physically can't because I've got work, but I will probably watch AEW while I'm working this week.
It's my M week this week, so it should be okay to sit and watch Dynamite while I'm at work.
Yeah, so so I'm excited to see what comes. I'm excited for the weekend. Obviously, we got Bash. We have already recorded a prediction. We will talk about Bash more next week. But I think we're now at that time